This is Stevon NextLevel Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. I want us to talk about how we can increase our understanding, our knowledge, and have a better understanding of what it all means when we talk about God within us. We always heard about Emmanuel and God being within us, and I want to share some quick, short, powerful points that we call points of God on this knowledge of God within us. Stay with me, watch this video all the way to the end. I got things going on that I know you do not want to miss. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Stevon. I'm a singer, songwriter, recording artist, author, and inspirational speaker. And if you really enjoy great music, entertainment, inspiration, and motivation, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and be the first to get my new video. Would love to have you in the family. Now, see, this is something that I've always wanted to talk about more in depth, because I always talk about God being within us and not outside of us. So what does this really mean? So I want to give some quick, short, powerful points that we can take back with us as we begin to increase our understanding of God within us, the truth of God, about God within us. And the first powerful point that I want to emphasize is that we are not here on earth as human beings trying to be spiritual. We are here spiritual beings, here having a human experience. And what I've learned in my life is the more I line up with my divine identity, the more I connect with my source, with that eternal being of God within me that I am, the more I connect with that, the less and less the ego will have control over my life. The more we connect with our inner and divine selves, every area of our life will begin to improve. But the false self, that human self, will still have misunderstandings. It will still have selfish ways. It will still be savage and destructive. So what we want to do is remember that we're not here as human beings trying to be spiritual. We're here as spirit beings who have chosen to come here to have a human experience and know what that's all about. The second powerful point when it comes to understanding this knowledge of God within, scriptures and different scrolls and all the ancient texts that came together to put together what we call our Bible today, when they was originating those things, even now when you read, you hear where it says the sons of God. We hear a lot about the sons of God. We don't hear very much about the sons and daughters of God. So I want to encourage somebody, ladies, this is for you too. This is not just for the sons of God. I always wondered why the writers didn't emphasize that a little bit more. Maybe they're human just like you and I when they was putting together these scriptures and scrolls. So whenever you see it where it says sons of God, always remember this is talking about the sons and daughters of God. This includes all of us. So always remember the fact of the matter is we are all manifestations and expressions of this eternal one God that we know within us. We are all expressions and manifestations of that same one. So when we talk about this, we do not see just sons. We see sons and daughters of God, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, man and woman. We see it all. We are all expressions of what we call God. And this is very important. So this is a powerful point to remember when it comes to understanding and knowing the inner being of God within us. And that we're not just the sons of God. We are sons and daughters. That includes all of us. The third powerful point to increase our understanding and knowledge of God within us, the truth that we really don't hear too much about, is that when it comes to the words I am. In my life, in my journey, I begin to realize that anytime we use those powerful words I am, anything that follows that will have a major impact on our lives. That's why I've learned to be careful with what I say I am. And I have to remember that our words have power. That's why I like to use affirmations, and one of my favorites, and if you've been around here you already know, I am a strong, intelligent, powerful, and positive individual living a prosperous and abundant life. I have all that I need at all times. So it's important to see, where are you putting your I am? Where are you using that? That's a connection to God within. Okay, I am the essence of Almighty God, a glorious and most intelligent manifestation of His almighty presence. Find your own ways of identifying and connecting with your I am power. And more importantly, be aware of how you're using your words when you connect with that I am, because whatever you follow that after, it's going to have a major impact on your life. The fourth powerful point when it comes to understanding, increasing our knowledge and understanding of God within us, is to know that we all have an ego self, a false self, a human self, but we also all have a divine self, a higher nature. Took me a while to begin to realize this as I began to change from being a religious person to a spiritual person. It took me a while to realize that we all have a false ego, lower self, and we all have a higher spiritual self that is divine. So on my journey, what I've decided is that it is within my power to increase my divine nature and live more from that divine self, which only wants to do what is right. And the more I live from that, the less and less I live from the ego self. The more I increase my identity and my oneness with my divine nature, the more that false ego self will fade and fall away. The only thing I have to remember is that one golden rule. That's how we live our life, to only do unto others as we will have them to do unto us. And the more we do that and line up with our divine self, the more that ego self will just fall away. Powerful point number 5 is that when we come to the point of God, and whatever name you use for God, because religion is different from spirituality. See, spirituality understands words are just words, but religion is caught up into all types of words. I heard Infinite Waters, Rap Smart, say something. Gotta give him credit for this, because I thought about that and I never saw it in that way. He said religion is for those who are afraid to go to hell, but spirituality is for those who have already been. And see, I've already been to hell. I've been there. I've been in times where I felt like I was all alone and hell was all around. That's why I like to say, after hell has done its worth, I'll still be at my best. Remember, I like to say that. So the religion is for those who are afraid to go to hell, but spirituality is for those who've already been to hell and know. And so whatever name your religion uses for God, just know that God, being omnipresent and infinitely expressed all over this world in different manifestations, is not limited to our words. And so therefore, when we speak of God, when we talk about God being within us, we're always talking about this infinite and eternal expression of God. We're talking about something that's so omnipresent, so infinite and encompassing everything, yet so individual and personal. And that's what we have to remember. This is a personal thing. There's a new word that I picked up called androgynous. You may not know what that means. I didn't know it first. Androgynous means having female and male capacities. Our God is not just a father. Our God is a mother and father. So God is androgynous. And so when we begin to realize that God within us, this is not just something that we have words about. Whatever word you use for God, remember that even though God is omnipresent, global, always remember that God is also personal and individual. Five powerful points to remember to increase our understanding, to increase our knowledge, to know that God is within us and that we are expressions of all that God is. And I know that as we take these principles, these powerful points of truth, quick, short, powerful points of truth, put them into practice in our life, we will begin to manifest the divine beings of God within us that we know we are worthy of living. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. That sends a computer algorithm signal to the other people on this channel and lets them know this video, this video. It'll let them know it's worth watching if you hit that like button. Also, there's some links in the description. I got 2 links talking about 2 books that I've written. We got links for the merchandise. We even got some links down there for you and your family on different savings and different opportunities. Check all the links in the description. Some of them are direct affiliate links. They'll support me and also will support you and your family as well. So check all of those out. I appreciate that. So thank you so much for taking this time, being a part of this. All my subscribers, all of our viewers, thank you for being a part of this community and as a part of this family. And for great music, entertainment, inspiration, and motivation, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and be the first to get my new upload. I put up videos like this all the time, so you'll never run out of inspiration and motivation around here. Make sure you turn on all your notifications and hit that bell. That way, when I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to know about it. Now, some more videos are going to come up on the screen. And one of them is a recommendation by the YouTube system, but the other one is going to be a playlist that I put together of some powerful power talks that I did recently. I know they will bless your life. Click that, watch those, see me over there. Stay blessed, stay positive. And remember, there is no God outside of us. There's only God within us. And with that, we are unstoppable. There's nothing that needs to be done in our lives that together we cannot do. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.